Hey ho, you are tuned in to the Working Girl Lounge. I'm your host, a working girl by the name of Milani. We are SW friendly, baby, okay? Like, your girl is a SW, so I would, of course, like this podcast to be about SWs. You don't know what SW means. Have you ever had to deal with a time waster? Okay, okay. Or did you just gain a very generous client? Hmm. Okay, I think you're in the right place, babe. You can stay. You can sit down, have some tea with me while we talk about this life that we both live. Um, and I hope you enjoy this day. Well, since you're in the right place, we can go ahead and get down to introducing ourselves. You can definitely let me know how long you've been in the industry, um, and what you do, whether you're like a cam girl, a dancer, or you like do dominatrix work. I just genuinely love to talk to people who have been in this industry because it's like no other. I feel like I'm giving Mayor of Yaptown. I can't help it. I'm so excited. So, um, my name is Milani. I don't know if I said that earlier, but my name is Milani, and I am a cam girl. I've been in the industry for just under 5 years, and I don't know, it's so fun. I love camming, but on top of that, I love doing fetish work too. But I'm extremely interested to know what you guys do because I know there are some girls who are like, no, thank you on a fetish work. And then there are some people who are like, here is my jar of farts. So I just really want to know what you guys do in this industry and how you like to contribute, all of those good things. Um, so let's just go ahead and get started and talk about how did you get into the industry? I guess that's a really good icebreaker. Um, so I did get I did start the industry right around, I guess, the wave. I don't remember specifically, but I remember like being super like a baby in the industry during COVID. So I had started like around that time. Um, but it wasn't because I lost my job or anything like that. I had an experience that made me be like, oh, well, I might as well start. So that was it. It wasn't because I lost my job or anything. Like, I wasn't even working at the time, but I was making money. Just let me just tell you that. But I wasn't working. But I had an experience. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I might as well. Blah blah blah. So that's how I got into it. Let me know. I'm gonna leave my email below so that you guys can let me know how you got into the industry. So, from one entertainer to another, let's go ahead and talk the details of working. I am going to probably say that for me, camming is not an easy job. Like, you can't just do it for one day and it's well, okay, it just depends on your how new you are and things of that nature. But if you look a certain way, you may do better on a specific site than you will on another. You're not going to be like everybody's favorite because not everybody likes one thing. Sometimes the majority of people may like that thing, but you may not always find your specific crowd on one site. But I would definitely say to continue to look because that's the fun of it all. If you enjoy it, like if you enjoy camming, you definitely should continue looking and finding a site that is good for you. I I specifically like to give more of a seductress kind of vibe whenever I'm working, because that works for me. It's like it's honestly my favorite way to show off myself because my niche is my girls tit and tat. And I also like to do my makeup as well. That's just definitely something that I um, think goes hand in hand with each other. Like if I'm sitting down, I'm looking at you, I have really seductress eyes. And I've been told this outside of work. Of course, it's probably like someone that's trying to fuck me at the grocery store or something. But in all honesty, I have been told that my eyes are a um, something on my face that you tend to look at when you look at me. And especially when I do my makeup, it makes it, then they point out more. And yeah, so the seductress thing works for me. I have also done some in person work, not necessarily with somebody outside or somebody on the site. I've never met up with anybody on the site. That's just my big no no on cam sites. Um, that's a big no no for me, you guys. Like, I'm not going to even get into specifics until I know my girls are here hearing me out. But I don't know, I just never done it, and it's never really appealed to me, no matter how big someone's. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, girl, I'm not really a meetup kind of girl because they're never talking the kind of money I'm. They're never talking the kind of money that I'm looking at. Like, come on, please, and thank you. What do you do for work though? I want to see, like, I want to get a response from like at least like a dancer and from one of like the poppin' states. Like, I need a dancer from the South to let me know what it's like because I always, that's always been my favorite. Like, I've always loved dancers from the South. Like, they're just different. It's the Southern hospitality, something that's just very lovely in their stage work. So, shout out to all the dancers from the South and all the dancers who currently dance in the South. Shout out to all of y'all. While you're at work, are there like any topics that you feel are off limits? Because me personally, I do not. Whenever I was like a baby cam girl, I think I'm not really sure if that was like is a big no no in the community because I didn't know about a lot of forums and stuff like that. Like I kind of jumped into it. I did some research, but I did not know that forums existed besides like the kind of obvious ones so that I could talk to more cam girls and things like that. Um, so, me personally, my location is completely off limits. It went from a specific city, and then at first it was like, oh, I'm from a specific city because I was like, oh, it doesn't really matter. And then I feel like as like my audience grew a little bit more, I was like, okay, so this just this specific state. And then as my audience grew even more, I was like, okay, so I'm just going to say that I'm from the US, period, point blank, because I am. I travel all the time, and I don't think that it's fair to just place, first of all, my, just place me on one specific city or state because I go a lot of places all the time. Like, I love camming from different places because it kind of gives more of a it brings some life to my room. So I like camping at different locations for sure. But that's something that I don't like to disclose. I don't like to disclose, oh, this is where I am doing this thing, because, child, I do not know what these people have in mind. I like to just keep it strictly online when I'm doing online work. Like, if you want to take it a step further, then we have to be talking completely different things. Like, but when it's online, I like to keep it online. Like, I definitely would specify if I'm going to do it outside, and that just doesn't happen very often for me. I'm not the type of person that likes to just, oh, okay, thank you. You spent X, Y, and Z dollars on me on this website, and you're not even following me, and this is the first time we've ever interacted. Do you think I'm going to? No, absolutely not. No. It's just not going to happen for me. But, like, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I am not trying to shit on anybody who does that, because there are people who don't have a problem with those types of things. I would definitely say that I have a problem with doing it for me. It just doesn't make, I feel uncomfortable. And you're allowed to not do things, or you're allowed to not do something that you don't want to do. Yes, I had that right. I had it right the first time. Yeah, totally. What are your comments about not doing or not disclosing certain things at work? Because I know that sometimes people will ask like outlandish questions. And it's like, for I feel like I know a lot of fetishes, like, and how they the conversations usually start whenever a fetish is going to be brought out a little later in the conversation. But sometimes I'm like, oh, it's not really hot. When you want to know what kind of car I drive and where I live, it's not hot at all. I feel like all of us as SWs can agree that we have had to consider catering to a client's opinion. And personally, myself as a SW, I do cater to my client's opinions because it's usually easy. Um, they're easy for me to do. Like, I have an option where, like, you can tip me if you want me to change my outfit. That's definitely catering to their opinion. And if I want um, to, if I'm in the mood to change outfits that day, of course I'm going to put that up. I'm going to make that known that, hey, I'm in the mood to change outfits today. Or, I have a new outfit and I need you guys to see me in it because it's so adorable. Or even, this is a oldie but a goodie, and a lot of people like this outfit because I have a lot of outfits like that, and people love, love, love whenever I have on a specific outfit. Like, you can definitely, you can even tell, like, in the room, like, the room is more alive and like active whenever I have on a specific outfit, and then sometimes it's a little more dull and chill whenever I have on another outfit. So the option is always there for me. That's just one way that I feel like I cater to my clients' opinions. Oh, and another way that I think I do it too is having my wish list open. In certain wish lists, like, I will hear someone be like, "Oh yeah, like if you put this on your wish list, like I'll get it for you right now." Okay, cool. Like, that's so fun because once you get something off of my wish list, like, you get all kind of fun things, pictures, like things like that. But if you like that particular outfit, I'm definitely going to cater to your opinion there. I feel like I'm missing some other ways, like, that I cater to their opinions. especially like when it comes to my appearance. Like I make the minor tweaks because I'm like, why not? Especially if I have these things and I don't have to go out of my way to get them. I have no issue tweaking the appearance at all. Song called "If You Ain't Talking Money, I Don't Wanna Talk." I'll call you back. Yeah, I am not talking to you if you do not have coins. I'm not playing at all. That is one opinion that I'm not catering to. It has been too long of dealing with clients and customers that I know certain things I just can't go for. Most people do go by the two rule, or the 2 minute rule. Um, and some people even shorter. Like I've heard some girls say that they are not playing with the bullshit and they shorten their um, interactions to about 3 texts. And then it's like, okay, cool. After no coins are sent, then I'll send you that little, "It was nice talking to you." And that's when the conversation ends. And I definitely strive to be that girl. But for me, you only have a couple of, you only have 30, you have 30 minutes. 30, yes. And it's not even 30 minutes, more like 30 seconds, honestly. But it's not that I'm getting frustrated or anything, but it's just like, I mean, like, after you've been doing this for long enough, do you want to deal with somebody that is going to waste your time? Like, especially like whenever you put like real life things into it. If you don't have a job other than SW, being a SW, then um you kind of have to be a little bit stricter with how you talk to people, how you manage your time. SWs have a small team, so it's probably just them and one other person that is working under them, beside them, whatever. But with that being said, do you really want to have to deal with sitting down and talking to people who haven't paid you yet? No, the answer is always going to be no. Okay, so let's finish off this episode with something that is funny about the job. I guess, yeah, let's just say something that is funny. Let's give you a couple of laughs. Um, and I would like to start this first episode off with the weirdest thing that was said to me while I was working. And I would definitely say the weirdest thing that was said to me while I was working has always been race related. Like, I don't know why people always feel like that is okay to talk about while I'm doing work. Some people have just straight up, like, even after they have uh, given me money, like, no, you crossed the line, girl. Like, mm-mm. By girl, I mean definitely man, but but no, he has definitely crossed the line after you have said anything about my race. I am a beautiful African American woman, but there are just some things, no matter how much money you give me, I am not going to let you talk to me however you want to. What the Yes. So definitely the weirdest thing that has been said to me during work is always and forever going to be race related. Um, but something that has like definitely not, I haven't blocked the person because they called me this, but like chocolate goddess? Oh my god, that is definitely a fan favorite these days. Where did that come from? Someone tell me the origin of chocolate goddess because it's never said by somebody that is non-white. So yeah, um, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites that I've heard. Do you guys have a favorite show that you watch, like non-sex work related? Um, a show that is easily accessible on, let's say, Hulu, Netflix, something like that. One of my favorite like pastimes, like some I don't necessarily watch this while like I'm getting ready for work, but I'm definitely watching this while I'm off. I'm kicking back with my little fuzzy pajamas on and my blanket. I'm definitely going to be watching Schitt's Creek. That is my favorite little show, and it's also like one of those shows that has like it's the episodes are short, so it's not like a 40-minute. I need to find out every single thing that's going on, and there's all kind of potholes, twists and turns. Like the if the show has like a twist and a turn, it's extremely like easy to catch on to. So it's nothing too crazy. You don't have to think too hard when you're watching that show, and it's funny as fuck too. Like the characters are 10 out of 10. So this family, they lose everything, but they're like filthy rich. So they lose everything, and they had to basically move to this town that they bought as kind of like it wasn't really something that they were like boasting about. Like this, it was kind of like a joke. And they bought this town, but after they lost everything, they had to end up going to this town. And their experiences in the town are funny as fuck. Like every single event that they go to, they're like dressed to the nines, and everybody there is just like small town America. And it's so good. It's perfect. But that's definitely something that I like to watch when I'm not working because it just eases my mind. This job can sometimes be extremely hard or extremely easy because sometimes you have people who are making $1 million knocking at your doorstep asking you to do compromising things. So after you do those things, and not compromising to you, but I'm just saying compromising to them, and it's just like a mind fuck for you. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is really happening. That's kind of like the feelings that I feel sometimes. So that show is extremely easy to watch, and I don't have to get into too much bullshit while I'm watching it. So yeah, let me know your favorite show to watch, especially when you're not working. Well, yeah, sometimes girls watch TV when they're working. It just depends on, what kind of work they do. But yeah, what's the kind of show that you like to watch while you're off and you're just relaxing? Ooh, you guys, I think I just completed the first episode of the Working Girl Lounge. I appreciate you for listening to this whole entire thing through. Until next time, I want you to stay healthy. I want you to stay wealthy. And I want you to stay stable. And listen, if you're going to be a hoe, you got to be the best hoe that you can be. Bye.